Today's Toy Spot, we are having a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends series Dormammu Wave. This is Doctor Strange Masters of Magic Brother Voodoo. Brother Voodoo, I certainly hope, is a much better figure in hand than what the comic version of Doctor Strange ended up being. He comes with the interchangeable, or one of the hands for Dormammu, as well as he comes with a staff of sorts. The side of the box features Masters of Magic, Brother Voodoo. That's all just a mouthful. The other side, Doctor Strange. And then on the back of the package, the two figures represented, Marvel's Brother Voodoo, once again incorporating Marvel to the name like Enchantress. Then we've also got Doctor Strange up at the top there. Now I said actually in the last video that there was only two figures left. There was Brother Voodoo, and then there was the Astral Doctor Strange. I forgot all about Iron Fist. Iron Fist is in there as well. So we're going to be having a look at him. So yeah, three videos we still got to go through. If you guys are interested in picking this setup for yourself, head over to Entertainment Earth. That's actually where Spot picked up this entire wave for himself. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up. When we come back though, we're going to have a look at Brother Voodoo. It's more heading away, don't go anywhere. Spot can't believe he forgot about Iron Fist. Anyways, the one build-a-figure piece that comes with Brother Voodoo is the other arm for Dormammu. Let's go ahead and bring him in, and we're going to pop this into place. Forgot all about Iron Fist. I feel so bad. I'm going to have to apologize to him when I get a chance. Let's just pop the arm in. It's a little on the difficult side to pop that peg into place, but there we go. In the process, I've also popped the leg off. Just add that, and actually we're coming along nicely. Iron Fist would come with the collar area, so we'll probably do him next, and then we'll do Astral Doctor Strange, which will do the head. So that will finish off Dormammu. So we got a couple of videos still to go. Can't believe I forgot about Iron Fist. Anyways, Brother Voodoo comes with, I guess, not so much a staff of sorts, but like a wand or just a magic stick of sorts. I do like how it projects a translucent blue, and from that you can see a series of ghoulish heads, also cast in translucent blue. If you get the light hitting it just right, it almost seems to have a glowing effect, and they've added some additional whitewash paint to bring out some of the details of the skulls or the faces on the sides. So that really looks nice. I like that. We'll go ahead and add I'll just say wand, I guess, for the rest of this review. We'll add the wand to his hand. As you could probably expect it, because it's so long, it does add a little bit of weight to the character. And very similar to, was it Nico? It's such a big piece, it ends up making the arm a little on the floppy side. Probably also not a great way to display him, because he just, like, there's a lot, it's just a lot sticking out. I guess you can have it like this, but I mean, really the heads are facing this way. So at any rate, there you have him with the wand. Let's just put it to the side for the time being. By the way, as well, it's a soft rubbery plastic. Just put that right there. Brother Voodoo, I think for the most part, is a pretty decent figure. As a small nitpick I could probably make is the figure seems small. Now, by Marvel Legends standards, it's not so much that it's using the wrong body type, but I think the problem is his neck comes across longer than it needs to be. Or maybe the head comes across bigger than it needs to be, but it ends up making him look stocky for all possibly the wrong reasons. The color is very minuscule, very, very limited, mostly just all black. Does have a bit of the copper on the gauntlets areas there. And he's got a sash, which gives you some extra additional plastic coming out from his waist. Soft rubber plastic there. He's got some skulls there also on the side of his sash, painted very nicely. It looks like they probably started them with a black plastic and then they just washed a beige color over top of that. So those are pretty decent. This would read, I think, a little on the sloppy side, the markings on his outfit, but you know, it really should be kind of that rough roughness to it anyways. It shouldn't be like a very clean, pristine design on his outfit. Let's have a look at his face. I think the face actually turned out pretty good. Even though it does feel like the head's a little too big for the rest of his body. Maybe not so much the torso, but I guess the legs end up coming across a little too short. But the face is pretty good. The wash, the dark areas around the eyes, I think turned out pretty good. And he's got the marking on his forehead. It does look like it's a little to the side, though. It doesn't look like it's as centered as it should be. And then he's got the dreads there, painted in the white and the black. The back has a tattered cape that's been added to the figure itself. I guess if you wanted to, you could take the head off and just take the cape completely off. I don't know why you would want to, but you know, that's an option if you so wish. They also opted not to have it as a peg, even though the figure's back obviously is using a similar body that's been used for the likes of Vision and all those kind of characters. There's that peg point. I'm surprised actually that they didn't simply peg the cape to that torso as opposed to having it loose. I mean, you could still get across the effect of having the cape sitting loose, even by the fact that even though it's pegged on the top torso area there. Let's put him next to Doctor Strange. I just kind of got a very loosey-goosey with the magic constructs just kind of laying on his wrists as opposed to trying to clamp them into place. But there's the two figures there side by side. They do look like they are using the same torso, or not actually quite the same torso because Doctor Strange has a slight tooling to it, but a very similar body between the two figures. And I guess Brother Voodoo's head isn't that much bigger than Doctor Strange, but it comes across bigger, thereby making his body look a little shorter in comparison. When it comes to his articulation, yeah, you guessed it, it's pretty much everything you've seen so far. I guess excluding the female Marvel Legend characters. So that translates to ball joint head, hinged neck, hinged shoulders, all the way around motion, swivel on the bicep, double hinged elbows, a rotation on the wrist, as well as a bend in the wrist section, as an upper torso crunch, a waist swivel, ball joint legs, swivel on the top thigh area, double hinge knee, a hinge on the foot, slight ankle pivot, as well as a rotation right around the calf area. Somebody said, well, Spot, why do you always show the articulation on a figure? If it's especially like a Marvel Legends wave, every figure is going to have somewhat the same articulation. Of course, there are always exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, they're always going to be the same articulation. Why do you show articulation for every review? The way I look at it, and kind of get off the topic of a review for a second, the reason why I do articulation on every video is, let's say, for example, you are new to watching these videos, and maybe specifically you're only really watching the review of this guy. Let's say under the assumption that you aren't planning on watching the other figure reviews, you really only want to see Brother Voodoo. So I try to do the articulation on all the videos, just so if one person wanted to pick up a Brother Voodoo, wasn't quite sure the articulation on the figure, based on this video, you'd be able to see. So I know a lot of times it sounds like it's just a real sense of deja vu in these videos. I try to incorporate it as if this is the only video that you're going to be watching. I certainly appreciate when you watch more of the videos I'm putting out there, but just in case. Regarding, though, Brother Voodoo, I think he turned out good. Notable things, I guess, maybe if the head, I don't know how you could work around the head, because the head is of normal size, but it does kind of make him look squat as a result. There's not really much you could have done about that. The head sculpt's good. The execution is pretty decent. And I like this little accessory that he also comes included with as well. So overall, good. Better, I think, than Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange has more going for him, I guess, just with the cape and everything else. But I think this personally is a better figure, if you ask me. Today's Toy Spot, we were having a look and continuing our looks at the Hasbro Marvel Legends series. This was the Dormammu wave. We're looking today at Brother Voodoo, which, by the way, I might add, Spot picked up this guy as well as all the other figures you've been looking at in these videos from the folks over at Entertainment Earth. So if you guys are interested in picking this up for yourself, I'll put the link down below. stay tuned, guys. Now that we, of course, remember that Iron Fist is part of this equation as well, got 2 more videos, and then we're going to be looking at Dormammu. So lots more heading your way. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.